Well, I'm gonna get backlash for this, aren't I? Probably am. Before I go on, don't forget to smash that like button, smash that share button, and if you're new here, smash that subscribe button so you can watch more reviews like this one, and give a little tap to the gray bell icon for notifications on my latest uploads. Back to the review. The Trump Prophecy is a new movie, it came out last year. I just haven't been able to review it until now. But basically, the Trump Prophecy is apparently the true story of a firefighter who in 2011 quit the whole firefighter thing and supposedly heard God tell him that Donald Trump was going to make America great again and saying he was going to be the next president of the United States. And if that story sounds extremely hilariously unbelievable, then you probably get the general gist of this movie. Yeah, I knew that this movie was coming out because, like, Fathom Events, said, there's this new movie that's coming out called The Trump Prophecy that's gonna be showing for only, like, a couple days or something. And my god, when I heard this idea, I swore it had to be a comedy, but then I saw the trailer and I'm like, nope, this is not a comedy. This is actually taking itself seriously. And wow, holy shit, wow. This doesn't quite go into 12 pole levels of horrible of 2018, but damn it if this isn't number 2. Holy shit. Okay, regardless of political affiliations, like, regardless of that, this film is so badly made. I honestly have no idea why the film looks the way it does. Well, I mean, it's probably extremely low budget. So low budget, in fact, that apparently in one scene during the beginning, like, there's like a shot of a fire truck or whatever, but you can actually see the tripod of the camera. And I'm like, what? And I guess it was Liberty University who funded this movie. I mean, Liberty University is pretty big. I would assume they know how to actually make a film better than this. Writing a film better than this, I don't know. But considering the size of Liberty University, you would think that they would have an idea on how to structure a film. Like how to structure the camera and make sure that no reflections can be seen. That's not really the case here. They really missed the mark on that aspect. But there's also some really bad makeup effects when you see this one demon creature. That appears like a couple times in the film. It looks so bad. The special effects, oh my god. It's the kind of special effects you'd see in like a really high budget, made for TV Nickelodeon original movie. And of course, the performances are all terrible. They're not convincing. Again, I wouldn't say the number 1 worst acting of the year, but it's still not good at all. I still don't believe a single word these characters are saying. Then again, with a script like this, you can't really expect your actors to deliver any kind of a good performance. And this movie's also very unclear on what its focus is. I mean, the main point of the story, for at least the first 2/3, or maybe first 3/4, is that, of course, the whole, oh man, Donald Trump is the president, or at least he's going to become the president. Oh man, we gotta spread the word about this. And I guess it leads on to, like, some sort of prayer movement that supposedly got Donald Trump elected president. But then out of nowhere, the movie focuses on the wife of the psychiatrist that the lead firefighter character visits, and how she organized the prayer movement. It's like, wait, where did she come from? And at least the way she's presented in this movie, she's as dumb as a rock. Like, you know, she just reads these, you know, papers and whatnot, reads this journal that apparently the firefighter wrote, and apparently he was just talking all about how Donald Trump's going to become president, and, like, at least within, like, one day or one evening or something in this movie, I don't know what the passage of time was, but she immediately just goes, wow, this is really compelling. I think we could do something with this. It's like, lady, what kind of professional are you? Like, you can't be that gullible, or at least you need to take some time to think about this. And the movie just continues going on with whatever she's doing to get the prayer movement going. This movie also has some really weird and just unfunny humor as well, where, like, I guess, like, she and her husband are on a plane, and she goes in the bathroom and starts really, really praying to God or something really loudly to where everyone can hear, and they're like, and then the husband's like, like, trying so hard not to burst out laughing. I'm like, dude, even in a real situation, I mean, it wouldn't be that funny. It's like, how, like, God, it kind of feels like the humor in, what was it called, in War Room, where it's just so not funny, but then they just hold on to that joke. It's just like, still not funny. This joke is still not funny. Well, you're still going on with this joke. I'm still not laughing. I'm getting kind of annoyed the more this goes on. That's how the humor works in this movie. And then, after the movie ends, it still goes on in some way or another. Because then it takes like 5 or 10 minutes just out of nowhere, just pandering to its audience by, you know, showing a bunch of clips of war veterans and, you know, war veterans doing good things or war veterans coming home to their families while Christian music plays, like country Christian music. And look, I'm not trying to diminish the whole thing about the, you know, veterans coming home to their families, but what does that have to do with the movie? Structurally, it should not be in the film. And really, it kind of pisses me off because now, at this point, they're just pandering. They're pandering to their audience instead of letting the audience feel the emotions. Even though the audience that this is really going for really doesn't care whether or not something actually works in a structural manner. They just want to see things that they like to see. They just want to see things that they already agree with and that they already have every single kind of dedication to. And it's just infuriating. And then the movie still goes on for like 30 more minutes where it's just interviews. It's just interviews about religious politicians or whatever. And again, it doesn't fit in the film. It's not structural to any scene in the film. If anything, I really feel like they only added those interviews and that stupid montage of the veterans or whatever. They only added those in just to pad the running time so that they could put it in theaters. That's the only reason why those were at all in the film. And it's just lazy. It's lazy storytelling. If your story is not, you know, worth putting in theaters because it doesn't, you know, happen that long, then don't do it. And funny enough, even I'm not the only one who really hates the message of this film, because apparently some Liberty University students really didn't like the idea of this film, because apparently they were saying, you know, we don't agree with the whole notion of, like, what you're doing with a modern day prophet. Like, we don't appreciate what you're doing with God in this movie. Even the students from Liberty University don't like the way the religion is being portrayed in this film. I just find that hilarious. So yeah, I really hate the Trump prophecy. Again, I don't think it's the worst movie of 2018, like #1 worst, because 12 Poll came out and it's just unbelievable how that got into theaters. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a different rating scale on my channel. And I'll explain a little bit more in here in a bit. My new rating system for the channel is yay, nay, or meh. And Of course, the Trump prophecy is most certainly a nay. Never see this film. It is garbage. It just panders to its audience. It doesn't have any kind of structure. It has no idea where to go with its story. And the story itself is so unbelievable that I cannot fathom how this could at all be a true story. If you want to see more clear ratings and whatnot, then follow my Letterboxd account. I'm going to start using that a lot more often. And keep in mind, I will, periodically change my ratings and add some new things to reviews on there and whatnot. So if you want to have more up-to-date thoughts, then follow my Letterboxd account, and it should be a lot of fun. And plus, I also do a lot of movie lists, like top 10 lists on Letterboxd. Again, those are always going to be, rotating. They're always going to be updated. You would want to follow my Letterboxd account for more detailed analysis on some movies. So yeah, have you seen the Trump prophecy? Have you heard of the Trump prophecy? I sure hope you haven't. Actually, no, I do hope you've heard of the Trump prophecy, because I need you to make sure you stay away from this movie. Oh, God. Whew. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, share the video so we can get the channel circulated. Don't forget to support my Patreon on my Patreon page, or if you can't do that, then support me through my PayPal donation button in the description below. And if you want to see more, click this.